You heard about it, and you had to. I know you're kind of sad, and you're not the only one with bad news. You have been doing this for years, for decades. And you know what? You were continuing. You have worked low tail off, and you know what you have to work for. You take this to a higher level, and then you build on it. And then after you build on it, you're no longer being in control. It couldn't be time before you might be. Nothing you can do about it, but just retire and be in the age of 65 and be home and live a normal life. When it hits you, then it's gone. And that's serious. It ain't gonna fit till you hit home. That's how it happens. And that's how it happens for the reason. That's why I heard about Coach K. Coach K will retire after this upcoming season in 2021-22 season. And yes, so far, I know you kind of sad to see, and you know, I know Coach Mike Krzyzewski. He has been coaching for the Blue Devils for about almost 4 decades. Well, anyway, it is what it is. I had just learned that Coach K of the Blue of the Blue Devils, Coach K will retire after the season of 2021-22. And I know a lot of these fans are kind of sad to see him go, and you know what's happening here for. I mean, he has been coaching for decades and for years, and this is out of his career, and he'd like to call it the career. Well, anyway, just like Will Williams back in February. Back in April, for sure. So I heard about the news. This is all about true. If it's true, then I know what it is. It is what it is. But it's true. It's damn true. Coach K of the Duke Blue Devils will retire after the season of 2021-22. And here's what went down today. Breaking news of ESPN, Fox Sports, NBC Sports, and CBS, and you know what's going on and what's happening here. This is not, not untrue. Not untrue at all. Not untrue. Now, what has happened for all this time? Now, since Coach Will Williams retired, here's what happened. What has been? What will be like? What will be like after Duke basketball? What would Duke basketball be like? Well, y'all wait for this and what happened and what do we wait for the shock? People are in shock, Lord. People are in shock about Coach K leaving the Duke Blue Devils team. Now, here is legendary Duke coach Mike Krzyzewski will return. Cheeser, pepperoni cheeser, you know. Legendary Duke coach Mike Krzyzewski will retire following the upcoming 2021-22 season, college basketball season, according to the CBS Sports Gary Paris. Krzyzewski, Coach K, who turned 74 in February, and is famously known as Coach K, has led Duke to 5 NCAA tournament championships, 12 Final Four appearances, and 27 combined ACC titles in tournament and regular season competitions since taking over the program ahead of the 1980 and 81 season. In his 46-year coaching career, Krzyzewski has won 1,170 games, the most in men's college basketball in history. A 3-time National College Coach of the Year and 5-time ACC Coach of the Year. Krzyzewski, Coach K has as seminars a 1,097 to 302. That means point 784 career record at Duke with 25 plus wins in 22 of the last 24 seasons dating back to 1997-98. His five national championships are hosted only by UCLA's John Wooden. He led the Blue Devils to 24 straight NCAA tournament appearances from 1996 to 2019 before missing the Big Dance this season as Duke struggling to a 13-11 9-9 ACC record. Duke won its first two games in the 2020 ACC tournament but was forced to withdraw from the event after a positive COVID-19 test within the program's Tier 1 personnel. Duke's assistant and former player John Scholar is believed to be the heir apparently to Coach K, and announcing that to end could be made as soon as today, according to Paris. Coach K also coached the U.S. men's national team to the three Olympic gold medals 2008, 2012, 2016, and two FIBA World Cups 2010 2014. Prior to that, he was an assistant coach on the gold medal winning Dream Team in 1992. Now, before joining Duke, Coach K played point guard for Army under Coach Bob Knight from 1966 to 69, serving as a captain in his final season. He graduated from West Point and served as an officer in the United States Army for 6 years before starting his coaching career. Coach K worked as an assistant under Knight at Indiana for one season before taking over as head coach at Army in 1975. He led them, the Dan Canadas, to a 73-59 record overall, .553 world record over 5 seasons with 9 NIT book and first round exit in 1978. After Bill Foster left Duke for South Carolina following 3 straight NCAA tournament appearances, Krzyzewski was hired to lead the Blue Devils. It started rough with a 28-47 record, 1 NIT belt, and 2 campaigns without postseason competition in the first 3 years. Many Duke boosters called for his ousting, but Krzyzewski's job was saved by the athletic director Tom Butters. Coach K soon turned Duke around, reaching his first Final Four within 3 years of that decision as part of the stretch of 11 straight NCAA tournament appearances, including 2 national titles 1991-92, 3 one-and-out finishes, and 7 total Final Four belts. Coach K was forced to vacate the bench during the 1994-95 season after he had surgery to repair a ruptured disc in his back, with Duke ultimately failing to make the NCAA tournament after an assistant Pete Goddard took over for the remainder of the season. However, the Duke Blue Devils were back in the Big Dance the following year and set up his dreams of 24 straight appearances, which included 3 more national titles, 2001, 2010, 2015. The news of his impending retirement comes 2 months after legendary North Carolina coach Will Williams at the age of 70 announced he was stepping down following 48 years in coaching. The departure of Williams and Krzyzewski from college basketball will lead the sport without 2 of its pillars over the last half century. Stadium's Jeff Goodman first reporting Coach K's decision and Slaughter's candidate. Now this is just a shocking news to the Nationals and college basketball team. This is a shocking news to the NCAA basketball team. This is this is absolutely a shocker. Absolutely a shocker. This is what it is, and that's what's happening for all this time. What has happening? This is all true. It's all true, and that's what people don't know that. That's why the Duke fans, the Duke Blue Devil fans, and the UNC fans will have to live with it for the rest of their lives. It's all true. And Coach K has been coached when he first started coaching the Duke Blue Devils. 4 decades. And look, in the past 4 years, I never seen Coach K winning like this. He has been a champion. He won 5 national titles, and boy, did he ever. But it is a sad day for the Duke Blue Devil team. It's a sad day for the nation. It's a sad day for the Duke Blue Devils nation. But what would the Duke Blue Devils basketball be like without Coach K after the 2021-22 season? What would it be like? Give me a. Look, well, anyway, well, it is what it is. So, a lot of people know they talked about this before. They talked about it and how shocked they were and how shocked they were. And tears are going to be running down their faces after Coach K is gone. Well, anyway, I can never tell him. I gotta respect Coach K for real. I gotta respect Coach K for real. So, so after Will Williams retire this year in April, time's changing for real. So I don't know. I don't know what Duke is gonna do players. I don't know what the Duke fans are gonna live with. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. That's what we're talking about for real. For yes, and yes we are. We're talking about it here today. When I got home from work today, I heard about Coach K is retiring. For real. Yes, it is what it is. For a reason I really don't know. Life will never be the same without him. It will never be the same without him. It will never be the same without Coach K. It will never be the same after he's gone. And thinking about winning happened their team, happened their program, winning the national championship 5 times. 5 times. Their last win was 2015 when they beat Wisconsin. I have to respect that. I have to respect Coach K, man. And yes, it is. Hold on just a second. Do you get any notification from the DHS Department of Health Care? So it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad to everybody. But correct me if I want, but it's true. It's kind of sad to anybody with this war in the people. I know people around the war in Granville County and Dorn and well, anyway, it's me. I think people around the war up there in Dawn. People in Dawn are going to be seeing him gone when you see. And people in Chapel Hill are going to be so happy if Coach K gone, right? Absolutely. But look, Lord God, look, we gotta respect Coach K, and we like to thank him for all he has doing all this time. We like to thank him for all he has been doing. That's why. That's why it has to be. That's why it has to be, ladies and gentlemen. And I know it's up to them. I know it's up to them. But all the good things will come to the end. What will the Blue Devils basketball team be like after all these years? Hey, people gonna be so happy. The UNC fans gonna be so happy. They're gonna say, "Oh my goodness, Coach K is going to retire. He's gonna be gone. He's not coaching no more." Time will tell. And just like that, you want to talk about, oh my goodness, and the Duke Blue Devils said, "Oh my goodness, what are we going to do? Our hearts are broken. Coach K is gonna retire. What are we going to do?" The fans of the Blue Devils say, "Well, that's what they have to live without them. Just don't even know what's going on." This is all about the Holtz for real. So, what it is, and that's what's happening, folks. I can never know what's happening here. Everybody knows that. Grant Hill knows that, and the whole people know. Anyway, when I was 9, Blue Devils lost to the Razorbacks, Arkansas Razorbacks, and they crushed them and they won the national championship. And anyway, and then I was about 14 when Connecticut beat Duke in a close game. That was 1999. So anyway, and yes, it is. And here's what we came out to it now. There was growing speculation in recent weeks that maybe, just maybe, something like this might be in the works. That a mere 2 months after Wolverine surprisingly retired at North Carolina, Duke's Mike Krzyzewski could be on the walls or announcing his plan to exit the sport he's headlining in Liberty for decades. So now Wednesday's news that the winningest coach in the history of men's Division One basketball will return after one more season didn't completely come out of nowhere. But that doesn't make the development any less jarring, if only because nobody has been more sympathetic with college basketball than Krzyzewski has been forgiven for. Given or take. The past 3 years, everybody knows Coach K. Think about that. You didn't have to be a basketball fan or even a sports fan to be familiar with Coach K. You know the voice, the hell, the remarkable accomplishments, and the spell where single word marketers are fairly common. Talk, Tubit, car, hugs, so on and so forth. Only one man has ever won a single note. K is K. And now K is on his way out. In conversation with people around the National Mobile Hall of Fame in recent months, two things became increasingly clear. One, the end was coming sooner than ever. But two, Krzyzewski was willing to leave on a high note. Now, when you combine those two things, the plan Duke officials have put into place absolutely makes a lot of sense because it allows Krzyzewski to distance himself from last season's disaster that ended with the Blue Devils missing the NCAA tournament for the first time since 1995, when such position provided him with an off-ramp just weeks after tournament is set to define next February. And Duke won't be the favorite to win what would contest his sixth national championship. The Blue Devils should be a legitimate contender thanks to a circulated class headliner by five-star prospects Paula Bosworth, the possibly number one overall pick of the 2022 NBA draft. So at least demonologically, Coach K will have a shot to go out on top. If not on top, at least with something sacrificing the better than the 10th place finish in the NCC he just recorded. Either way, he'll never have to look at the transfer portal again. I know that to the point out that it's hard to go around the fact that the sport Krzyzewski Anthony as an assistant at Indiana in 1974 is nearly nothing like the one he'll be exiting in 2022. Once upon a time, you could recycle it now. Here it is, Lush. Once upon a time, you could recycle Johnny Dawkins, Denny Farron, Kristen Latham, Bobby Hurley, or Grant Hill, and be a number one responsibility sure you goes down for multiple years. That's 4 straight years. Now recording five-star prospects. More often leads to replacing them after only one season. You combine that with the new transferring rules that requiring coaches to recuperate their own tones and love. Well, that's a lot. That's why it should be unspouted and that man deep into his 70s with all of the money in the world and legendary culinary and grandkids to love. Doesn't have much interest in living that life anymore. So, that the farewell told Como. Yes, I know the whole thing will be exhausting for some, especially the entire Duke crowd that never miss a chance to kick a program when it's down, even if it's almost never down. But if you can't set that to the side, the truth is that it's real, we know, and the fact that we're about to watch an icon and the statue coach, icon and the statue coach will play for his final time. So in that respect, this will be fun and cool and clearly the biggest storyline of the season, especially if Duke provides to be contender that makes it realistic to think the final game of the 2022 NCAA tournament could double it as the last game of Coach K's incredible career. Now, what can happen and what in the hell are those or this Duke Blue Devil basketball look like? And after that, what will the UNC basketball will look like? And anyway, only time will tell, but I mean, I can everything I can imagine. But do you ever imagine what Coach K has been through? All these years, winning ACC championships, winning 5 NCAA championships, national championships, 12 Final Four appearances. Only time will tell, and I can never imagine what's happened. Coach K is a legend. He's an icon. He's a winningest coach ever. 1,179 wins in his career. Is that wonderful for him? After all these years, Coach K has been the legend coach of all time. Like Dan Smith, like Bobby Knight, like Jim Cooper. I mean, you name it. You name it all. And for all these Duke fans, what it will be like. What it will be like after Coach K leads the Duke basketball team in 2020 after 2021-22 season. Time will tell. This is Joseph Krill. Have a great day.